Hi, beautiful souls. Today, I thought I would share a little story about gnats. You see, months ago, in the summertime, these little black flies started to appear. And at first, when they appeared, I would just ignore them, just carry on doing what I was doing, just ignore them, they'll be gone, nothing to worry about. And then slowly but surely they multiplied, and the months went past, and it was summertime and it was very hot here. So all the windows were open and the front door was open, the back door was open where possible. And I didn't really pay much attention to the gnats, but they were around. And then it became winter. Skip to winter. It became winter. And the gnats are still here. And they live in the plants, and they are fungus gnats, so they like damp, moist soil. Plants that have been overwatered, they're very keen on those. Of course, some of my plants had been overwatered, so they were keen on those. And I've asked all these different people, like those that are really, really good on their plants, what should I do? Well, you're going to have to repot in spring, take all the plants out and repot them. Okay, so I'm like thinking I don't really want to have to do all of that. And then I've been looking up online, and I've been looking at all of these different, you can put dish soap with vinegar and water in a dish, and they'll go for that, and then they'll, not like it. So there was that. And there's all these different ideas. I went to the shop yesterday and I was like, I have had it with these gnats. Have you got anything that you can give me? So the lady says, well, you know what? You can try gravel. I spoke to the nursery and they said to me, gravel works. So I bought 3 bags of gravel. And then I got really cross with myself because I was thinking, this is never going to work. Gravel's never going to work. So I have decided not to try the gravel. Instead, I've decided to recycle the main offending plants and to be very careful with the others and treat them with cinnamon, because I did try some cinnamon and they didn't seem to like that. Now you might wonder what the moral of this story is. Like, what is she getting at? What on earth is going on here? And what I want to say is that sometimes we don't notice when something is annoying us or is lowering our frequency. Sometimes we just get used to things. We get complacent, and we can get used to things. We can acclimatize to things that are actually not uplifting and not joyful to us. Gnats, the little bugs, they're certainly not joyful to me. There's no joy in having these little black flies buzzing around you when you're trying to eat a banana or something like that. But they came, I don't know when, like summertime, but I don't know the exact time in the summer. And they've just steadily got worse. And it's only like months later that I'm addressing it. So the point that I'm trying to make is that sometimes we are not fully present. We might think we're present. We might think, oh yes, we've got a handle on this, and we're handling it with divine neutrality. However, if something is bringing us down, if something does not feel good, then we're not dealing with it accordingly if we just allow it to go. We have to take action. If something isn't right, if something doesn't feel good for us, we must take action immediately. Not just go, oh, right, well, they should go. I'm not going to worry about it. And I'm not saying to be reactive to things, but being aware of what brings you joy, what diminishes your joy. And go, okay, this is something I could do without. How am I going to address this? And address with as much love as possible. What are my options? What are my options right now? If I had done this in the summer, it would have been easy. I could have put all my plants outside in the sunshine, and the gnats would have gone, because they don't like, there would have been no fungus in any of the soil. But now I'm putting them outside in the winter. That's the thing. That's the easy part, is the fact that if this had happened in the summer, which it did, if I'd addressed it immediately, I wouldn't have this problem, because I could have put them all outside in the hot weather. Everything would have been fine, and then I could have brought them back in and everything would have been fine. But instead, I should imagine some of my plants are going to be sacrificed in this wet weather that we have outside in the garden, because I don't want the gnats inside. So my loving advice is address. Address every little thing that doesn't bring you joy. Address it, so that you can have as much joy you can hold in your being in every given moment. Because it's up to us. That's all down to us. Peace, love, and joy to you all.